Hello, my name is Betty DeCero. I've lived in Niagara-on-the-Lake for almost 10 years. 4 years of that I've spent on town council as a member of council. I come to learn that Niagara-on-the-Lake is got so many opportunities for people of all ages and of all backgrounds. We have 5 urban areas that have very unique attractions in them, and each one of them offers a great deal. Together, nestled in a winery setting, I believe that we are one of Canada's best towns to live in and to work. Let me talk about each area individually. I see Queenston and the Old Town as 2 of our heritage areas where we all started Upper Canada back in the 1700s and 1800s, where a lot of significant firsts happened here. So while tourism in the Old Town and in Queenston is significant, it's not just about promoting and calling people to come and visit us, but it's also about preserving what we have because of our significance in history. Virgil is an area that I think is closely associated with wine country. And I see Virgil, as particularly the downtown area, as being our next commercial hub. It's where people will come to shop, to talk to each other, to gather, people that live here all year round. So I see Virgil, the Highway 55 area, as being a central space for everyone. While we have to pay tribute to our farming community and the Mennonite community that came and started that town, we also need to save it for those people that are coming after us. St. David's has got a lot of history as well, but it's also a little bit of a bustling residential area. In St. David's, we need to not only protect that area in the downtown of St. David's, but we need to look at what services and what amenities we can provide for those residents in St. David's that have come to spend the rest of their lives here. So we need to look at what sports facilities, what community centers, and what other services are required for that area as those residential developments happen. Glendale, our newest member of Niagara-on-the-Lake, has got the opportunity to be our future. It has the opportunity to, we have the opportunity to create space where we can enjoy the nature and the natural settings in Glendale, as well create areas and promenades and parks and piazzas and mixed use residential commercial development in a way that will look to the future. I'm hoping that it will attract young families, as we do in the rest of Niagara-on-the-Lake, but even more so in Glendale. It is serviced by highway and by public transit far better than the rest of Niagara-on-the-Lake. So opportunities there with their education system, Niagara College, and the vicinity to Virgil, Old Town, St. David's, and Queenston makes it a very special place. These are our plans for Niagara-on-the-Lake, but first, what we have to do is figure out what we as a community, all 5 urban areas, the farming community, what we want our future to look like collectively. We need to come together with an official plan. This is something that I've been pushing now for the last 4 years on council, and I'm hopeful that the very first thing that we do in that council in the next coming term is finalize the official plan. There's always going to be adjustments that have to be made, and that's what official plan amendments are about. But let's come together, write it in stone, so people know when they come to Niagara-on-the-Lake who we are, where we're going, and what we want to be. Let's us make that decision instead of allowing others make those for us. This next term will be a term of finishing unfinished business. So once we get the official plan in place, we have to look at master plans, like a recreation master plan, a transportation master plan, a cultural master plan. We also need to look at an irrigation master plan. Our farmers our most significant employment in Niagara-on-the-Lake have much to do with the irrigation systems. And we need to, our town, as an obligation to that farming community, ensure that they have a plan where that they can get irrigation readily and that we help them to get that irrigation. We need to be able to go to provincial and federal governments to talk about the costs of maintaining that system. Right now, some of the irrigation systems need to be repaired, and we're looking at the issue of Phragmites, which is an invasive plant that is destroying our irrigation and drainage ditches. So just to do that alone, we will need help from provincial and federal governments. But if we don't have that irrigation master plan complete, we can't ask anyone for help, because they're going to ask us, what is it you want to do? So I think we need to look at ways in which we need to finish our plans over the this next term of council in order to get assistance from other levels of government, in order to know where we're going, in order to let people know what we want to be. I have spent the last 4 years listening to you, working with you, and trying to move forward on our plans. Now is the time we need to make those decisions, and I am ready to lead the next term of council. My name is Betty DeCero, and I ask for your support.